Hello students, now we will start for the mesh analysis using Cramer's rule. So mesh analysis and loop analysis, already we have studied the two examples. So in the this particular examples, I will draw the circuit diagram. So in this particular diagram there are two voltage sources, one is 7 volts and another is 6 volts. So in this particular circuit there are three loops or mesh will be observed, I1, I2 and I3. So this loops will be depend or mark on the direction of current, that is from plus to minus. Okay, so firstly the first step is to apply the KVL for for individual loops. So here the 7 volts I have to apply KVL for first loop. So start from here. If you observe, here it is a minus 7, so minus 7 plus it will become like this 1. Okay, so I will write down 1. So this 1 will be in common between loop 1 and loop 2. So major current is I1 minus I2 is there. So I1 is flowing like this one and I2 is flowing like this. Okay, so plus 1 into bracket I1 minus I2, it will become here. So for 6 volt, just check the polarity, plus 6 plus 2. For this one there are the two currents, I1 and I3, but I1 is major and I3 is minor. That's why I1 minus I3 equal to 0. So we have to add this, just check it, and always make the habit to write down the equation is in terms of I1, I2 and I3. So here this is plus 1 I1, so here plus 2 I1, so here 2 I1 plus I1, that is a 3 I1. Okay, similarly here it is a minus I2, I2 is there. Then we will go for I3. So here 2 and here it is a minus, so 2 minus 2 I3 I will put it here. So here 6 plus 6 minus 7 is minus 1, so minus 1 will become on another side here, so it will become plus 1. So this is first equation. Similarly I have to apply the KVL for second loop, that is I2 loop. It will be start from here. So here it will be, just check it. So I will start from here. So 1. So major loop is I2 and minor loop is I1. So it is what, I2 minus I1. So 1 into I2 minus I1 plus it will become here 2, and which current is there, I2. So 2 I2 plus it will become here, so 3. So there are two currents are there, I2 and I3, but major current is what, I2, and minor is I3. So I2 minus I3. So here I will write down I2 minus I3 equal to 0. So we will solve it here. So here we will write down the value of equation is in terms of I1, I2, I3. So I1, just check it, here we have I1, so no I1, so I1 minus, so here minus, sorry, minus I1, so this is a minus I1 plus I2, just check it, 2, 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6 I2, then here we have minus 3 I3, that must be equal to 0. So here it will be I1 I1. Okay, so this is equation number second, this is equation number first. Now we will go for the equation number 3. So like this one, you just check it here, apply KVL for loop 3. So start from here, this is a 2 ohm. Okay, so 2 major current is I3, minor current is what, I1 is there. So for this one, start from here, 2 into I3 minus I1, 2 into I3 minus I1. Similarly I will come here, here we have minus 6 volt, so minus 6 plus it will become here 3. So major current is I3, minor current is I2. So I3 minus I2, plus I3, that must be equal to 0. So we will just check it. I1 is here, so here minus sign is there, that's why minus 2I1. Then we will go for I3. Here it is I3, so minus 3I3, sorry, minus 3I2. I3, just check it here, 3, 2, and here 1. Okay, 3, 2 and 1. So here 6I3, and this 6 will become on another side, it will become, so it is a plus. Third equations. So here we have the first equation, second equation and third equations. So here it will be I1. Okay, now we will go for the Cramer's rule. So first equation is, just check it, first equation I will write down like this one, sorry. First equation, just check it, I1 has a 3 value, I2 has a minus 1, I3 has a minus 2. So here 3 minus 1 minus 2. Similarly second equations, just go for the second equations. Here minus, sorry, minus I1, so minus 1 plus 6 minus 3, minus 1 plus 6 minus 3. For I3, we just check it. For our third equations, minus 2 minus 3 plus 6. So here minus 2 minus 3 plus 6. Okay, and at the end just check it. First equation 1 is there, second equation 0 is there, and for third equations we have the 6. So 1, 0 and 6. So I write down here as a 1, 0 and 6. 1, 0 and 6. So here we have the finding out the value of I1, I2 and I3. I1, I2 and I3. Okay. So first one, what we will do, we have to find out the value of delta. Okay. So in order to find out the value of delta, so already everyone must know what is the Cramer's rule and how we have to find out the value of delta in, what we'll say, in mathematics seconds. Okay, so in order to find out the delta, just do the cross multiplications. So just remember 3 into 6 into 6 minus, in bracket, minus 3 into minus 3. Okay, similarly after this one it is a minus 1 into bracket minus 1. So minus 1 plus 1 into the cross multiplication, minus 1 into 6 minus minus 3 into minus 2. Similarly plus 2 in bracket, minus 2 into minus 1 into minus 3, 6 into minus 2. Similarly just check it, cross multiply 3 into this one and this one, minus 1 into this one and this one, minus 2 into this one and this one. Okay, like this one we will do the cross multiplication. So here I will write down the equations, the student will go for this one. So if you observe here, it is a 3 into 6 into 6 minus 6 into 6 minus 3 into minus 2. Similarly minus 1 into minus 1 into 6 minus minus 2 into minus 3 plus 2 into bracket, this will be what, minus 2 into minus 1 into 6 minus 2 into 3. So just calculate, you will get the value of delta. Okay, now the question arises that how we have to find out the value of I1, I2 and I3. Our main aim is to find out the value of I1, I2 and I3. Okay, so here we have I1, I2 and I3. So first we have to find out this current I1, I2 and I3. So in order to find out the I1, we have to find out the value of delta 1. So if you go through this, just check it, delta 1. So finding out delta 1, just put this value 106. These are the columns. So replace first column by 106. So here we have 3 minus 1 minus 2. We have to replace it by using 106. So for finding out delta 1, just check it. I have to replace this 106 to 3 minus 1 minus 2. So I have to replace it here 106, while rest will be as it is, that is minus 1 6 minus 3 minus 2 minus 3 6. Okay, so we have to find out the value of delta 1. So delta 1 is nearly, that must be equal to 177. Okay, so delta 1 is nearly 177. Similarly, delta 7, delta 2 is 78 and delta 3 is 117. So finding out the value of I1, that is delta 1 divided by delta. So delta 1 is 117. 117, here we have to put it delta 1 as a 117 divided by delta. So delta is 39 ohm. So just put it. Similarly, delta 2 is 78 divided by delta, that is 39, and delta 3 equal to 117 divided by delta is 39. So how we will find out the delta 2? So just remember, for finding out delta 2, you will keep this as it is, only you should replace this column by minus 1 6 minus 3. This minus 1 6 minus 1 6 minus 3 will be represented by 106. Similarly, we have to find out the delta 3. For finding out delta 3, what you will do, you will replace minus 2 minus 3 6 will with respect to 106. Okay, so we will get the value of delta. So what the student will do, student will find out the value of I1, I2 and I3. So I have to posted the what will say, the example numerical and each and everything, and one more what will say, practice questions to solve the or find out the value of I1, I2 and I3. Okay, thank you.